Michael Elgin is a beast. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Hi folks, it's shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another wrestling review. I'm of course joined by my associate and roommate, Joe. Say hi, Joe. He's scared of Michael Elgin. And who is Michael Elgin, you might ask? Well, he's a new superstar. He's a new wrestler for the Ring of Honor company. He's aligned himself with Truth Martini in his House of Truth. Now, we'll say this. Michael Elgin is a beast. When the WWE finds out about this guy, if they get a tape of him wrestling, they're going to try to scoop him up. And I don't blame him. That guy is crazy good and insanely strong. So there's that. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So, it's Monday night. Time for some Raw. And this will be a little bit of a weird Raw. I don't know how else to explain it. It's weird, but it's weak. So, I got my notes here. And let's get down to it. Raw starts out with Triple H coming out. And also you will notice at the start of Raw that Michael Cole is not at ringside. Yay! So instead we got Jerry the King Lawler and Josh Matthews. So anyway, Triple H comes out and he cuts it's a confusing promo. I mean, he explains his reasons for challenging the Dead Man at WrestleMania. Now, the common convention is he would try to go in for revenge for the Undertaker ending his best friend Shawn Michaels' career, but he says like, "Dead Man." What? Let me get the face. "Dead Man, you look around the locker room and you see the same thing I do. No more challenges except for one. So I'm gonna take you on, Dead Man, for no other reason than that." It really doesn't sell the match any more than that. And compared to the cheers that The Rock got when he returned, his cheers weren't nearly as loud. They were there, but they weren't nearly as loud. So he explains his reasons. He says that he and the Taker Dead Man have done everything there is to do in the WWE, which is true. So now it's time to find out who of the two last of their own generation is the better man. And as he's done, King Lobsterhead comes out, fresh off after his defeat at the hands of Hey Kool-Aid Mark Henry. He's smiling and smirking. As you might remember last year, he was the one who put Triple H out on the shelf for all this time. So as soon as he gets in the ring, Triple H low blows him, and proceeds to beat his ass. Nice to see you still got that burial power, Triple H. And boy, does he bury him. Pedigrees him right through the table. Well, it's not so much a burial. I mean, Sheamus has been on a downward slide since he won the King of the Ring. I mean, last week he did lose to Mark Henry. I'm not against Mark Henry. It's not something that you should be proud of. It's usually having your record to lose to Mark Henry nowadays, especially for a former two-time world champion like Sheamus. Anyway, the Raw general manager chimes in, and since his booty buddy Cole isn't there, King decides to read it, and he says that although he is sorry that Sheamus got his ass handed to him by the game, he still has a match, and is against Evan Bourne. That's right. Matt Sydal, a.k.a. Evan Bourne, a.k.a. Airborne, a.k.a. the Human Tornado's dunked-on partner, makes his return against Sheamus. Now, unbelievable as it sounds, this was a squash match. And as unbelievable as it sounds, Sheamus was on the other end of the squash. This wasn't even 5 minutes long. Evan Bourne beat the crap out of Sheamus and hit the shooting star press and beat him. Never thought I'd actually say that. Anyway, like I said, it was a squash match. Nothing more. And as he's enjoying his return, Michael Cole comes out with that little shitting grin on his face and that tacky-ass brown suit he has on. Commercial, then we come back. Cole calls the King out to the ring, and he says that over the weekend, I looked over the stipulation that the GM said, and I've come to the conclusion that "You can't touch me or you're fired." So basically it means that Michael Cole can do whatever he wants to Jerry the King Lawler, and Lawler can't touch him. And Lawler cuts the most shitty bullshit promo I've ever heard. He basically contradicts everything that we saw happen last week, that he is a man, that he doesn't run away from anyone, that he's got more guts than anyone in the WWE. Funny, I kind of saw those guts running away last week, running faster than Kenyon's last week. Maybe that was Cole's evil twin brother, Jimmy Cole, or something, I don't know. So, Cole goes on and says that he will accept King's challenge for WrestleMania on 2 conditions. One, that his trainer be at ringside for him, and 2, that he pick the referee. Of course, King agrees, saying it didn't matter if it was King Kong, Superman, or some other people, Sabu Simba, whoever it is, he was going to beat his ass. So Cole reveals his trainer, Jack Swagger. "How the mighty have fallen, Jack. In the span of a year, you went from being a world heavyweight champion to now being Cole's coach." And of course, with Jack Swagger in the ring, Cole takes the opportunity to get into Jerry the King Lawler's face, slapping him. He goes for him. Jerry goes for him, but Swagger grabs him and puts him in that shitty ankle lock, with Cole getting in his face. Personally, I know this is a PG. Like a friend of mine on the forum said, "I don't care if it's PG. I want to see some blood out of Michael Cole. I hope he gets him high on the Muda scale." So anyway, next match, if you want to call it that, Randy Orton comes out and he cuts a very sadistic promo saying that if Punk gets in his way again, he'll cripple him and make sure that he'll never eat solid foods again. Wow. Well, of course, this is the new year. I mean, Randy said he wasn't going to be a nice guy, so this is Randy Orton being the evil fuck that we know him to be. Punk comes out with Nexus. He says that everything went according to plan. I knew you'd come here. So that's why I'm going to jump you. Let's go, boys. It was all part of the plan. But wait, there's more. The Raw general manager chimes in, and Cole says he doesn't want to steal the spotlight anymore. He gives it to Josh Matthews. Matthews says that there will be no violence, that indeed, at WrestleMania, it will be CM Punk versus Randy Orton, one-on-one. And he added some special stipulations. One, for the next few weeks, Randy Orton will be participating in a series of one-on-one matches with the members of Nexus. Now, if the member that beats Randy Orton wins, so that's kind of redundant. If the guy who beats him, the guy he's wrestling beats him, then that member of Nexus will be allowed at ringside for the match. However, if Randy beats that member of Nexus, then they're banned, not just from the match, but from WrestleMania. It's very telling. So that means there will never be any part around that event in the next couple of weeks. And as an added stipulation, if Punk or any member of the Nexus interferes in any of these one-on-one matches, then the new Nexus will be disbanded. So the first one up to be fed to Randy Orton is Joe Perfect, aka Michael McGillicuddy. It was a standard match, nothing to write home about. RKO, Randy wins, and then he prepares to go for the punt. And I swear I saw Randy Orton's O face. I mean, he looked like he was about to orgasm before he punted Joe in the skull. Well, he was in that raping mood tonight. Anyway, blase match. There's a short promo for a new luchador wrestler named Sin Cara. I don't remember the name he went by in Mexico, but but the big news since last week that he was signed to WWE, and I'm personally looking forward to seeing what this guy can do. I'm hearing a lot of buzz from my friends on the forums as well as the internet wrestling community, so let's see what he can do. Next up, The Miz comes out to remind everyone that he's awesome, and that for some reason everyone keeps forgetting about him in this little feud between Cena and The Rock. So so Cena comes out. Cena ought to be ashamed of himself. He cut one of the most blasé, predictable, pre-written, scripted promos I have ever heard. It just was terrible. The only thing that was even worse than this was Alex Riley chiming in saying, "Hey Cena, guess what? A few years ago, people named toilet bowls Johns. That's because you're so full of crap." Honestly, that joke was so terrible, even Michael Cole called him out on it. I rarely agree with Cole, but I gotta say, that was terrible. Alex, stay off the mic, please. You suck. Even the Miz, I saw the Miz, even the Miz looked ashamed of you. So anyway, he decides that he was going to do the Miz a favor, and he wants to face Alex Riley tonight. If Cena wins, then Alex Riley is fired as Miz's apprentice. But Miz adds that if Riley wins, Cena must get down on his hands and knees, open his mouth wide open, and, well, I can't really say, but I guess they agreed on saying that the Miz is awesome, so can't really say that. That's PG. The Raw GM chimes in and says that he will make the match official to prevent any kind of interference. It will be a steel cage match. I mean, if you didn't see the steel cage above the ring, then you're blind. So anyway, that's our main event, Alex Riley versus John Cena. Can you smell the murder? Next up, we have a Divas Battle Royal with Eve Torres providing commentary and Michael Cole kissing her ass. Basically, it's a very short battle royal, not worth the mention. The Bellas win via what they're calling twin magic. Don't get me wrong. I like Eve Torres. She has gotten progressively better in the ring. I just hate the Bellas. They really don't deserve a title shot. They really do suck. Yeah. Now, skipping that, we come to The Rock's response, supposedly live from his home, and it's not the best Rock promo, but it certainly is better than the promo that Cena cut earlier tonight on The Miz. That just tells you something about how good The Rock is when his average promos are better than 99% of the promos out there today in the WWE. He basically cuts a sort of a semi-rap at the beginning, dressed up like Cena. Yo, 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 you can't see me, you can't see me. Even Joe found it hilarious. There wasn't a lot of catchphrases or whatnot. It was just a very impassioned promo about how The Rock felt insulted and how he opened the doors for guys like Cena to go into Hollywood. And then he says, I'm paraphrasing here, The Rock's come back to the WWE because he had to scratch an itch, but now he's gonna lay the smack down on John Cena, you yabba dabba bitch. And they didn't even bleep him out. Now that's how you cut a promo. Fuck the PG. This is The Rock we're talking about. But yeah, that one promo was a lot better than anything Cena's ever done. Even that homophobe. Even the problem with this promo tonight was it was so homophobic. Honestly, he couldn't go 5 minutes without making a gay joke or something. Not that The Rock hasn't been guilty of making gay jokes, but at least he makes them tastefully and few and far between. Cena, he just goes crazy. I mean, it's one thing for us internet marks to make it mean no one listens to us, but Cena to get out there and just start making homophobe joke after homophobe joke after homophobe joke, it just doesn't look good for you. So Cena, you're losing the second round. You're going to have to step your game up a little bit. Next up, we get a short promo by HBK talking about his personal feelings about Undertaker and Triple H. This was a very well done promo. This actually put over the match more than Triple H did at the start of the show. because HBK has been in the ring with both The Undertaker and Triple H many times. He knows how each of them thinks, how they fight, how they work. It's just a good promo all around. And kudos to HBK for letting his feelings known. He just said that he was sorry, that he felt like he was happy for Triple H, but sad because he honestly feels that Triple H is the only one now who could end the streak. They could do that. I mean, who else could end the streak in the company this day? Kane could, but Kane has gone on record and says he doesn't want to end the streak. He doesn't feel like he's worthy of it. Next up, a pimp named Daniel Bryan comes out for his match, but he's jumped by The Miz for no reason. I mean, this is such a heinous attack that not even Michael Cole can get behind it. This is a very weird Raw. One, we got Sheamus being squashed by Evan Bourne. Then we got the worst Cena promo we've ever had. And now we have Michael Cole not agreeing with with something The Miz did. And he was actually saying something bad, saying something sympathetic to Daniel Bryan of all people. I think this is one of the 4 signs of the apocalypse. Wow. It's okay, Joe. It's okay. It's okay. I'm scared too. Anyway, Miz comes for commentary as the cage gets lowered for the main event. Alex Riley versus John Cena. And yeah, this was... I don't know where to put this match. It was entertaining, but not for the reasons for what was in the ring. I mean, The Miz kept coming out and trying to stop Cena from going in the ring. At one point, he takes a picture with his cell phone of Cena's face up against the cage. Then he hands his Blueberry or Blackberry, whatever the fuck kind of phone that was, gives it to Riley and hits Cena over the head with it. And at one point, Cole said something when Alex Riley was getting the 5-knuckle shuffle. He said, "Well, that could be you, champ. That could be you looking up at the lights, eating that 5-knuckle shuffle." And Miz just says, "Shut up, Cole." That made me happy. Miz just told Michael Cole, his butt buddy, his biggest fan and his cocksucker extraordinaire, to shut up. They were right. 2012 is the end of the world. Wow. It's okay, Joe. It's okay, goddammit. We're gonna be okay. So anyway, Riley, being the dumb piece of shit that he is, misses several opportunities just to walk out the door. Yeah, everybody, he's pretty stupid. Anyway, long story short, Cena gives the FU to Alex Riley. He goes to walk over to the door when Miz forcibly tries to keep him out. Then Cena gets one hand out the door and powers up. Super Saiyan Jesus Cena mode, go! And forces the door open, and he falls out of the ring, winning the match, but getting a skull-crushing finale for his efforts. And that's how Raw ends. And for some reason, Miz not really caring that Alex Riley is no longer his apprentice. So that was Raw. Overall impressions? Very weak and very weird. I want to say it's bad, but it had parts in it that I liked. But overall, the matches were subpar. The main event was boring. Cena's promo was just painful to listen to. Even more painful, we had to listen to Alex Riley speak. The Divas matches were sucky, and Triple H's promo at the beginning was just crappy. The only good parts were The Rock's response and HBK's promo. Both of them were very well done. Even if The Rock's promo was average, it was still better than Cena's promo. So like I said, this was a below average Raw. It was subpar, beneath what I was expecting, what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's Raw. So I will see you again later this week as I review March 3rd's TNA Impact, and I'll try to keep my murderous rage in check for that one. But anyway, it's a shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, and Joe saying goodnight. Wrestle on.